Should you care about what others think? Even sometimes the truth is uncomfortable to me too. Just because I dish it don't mean that it's not uncomfortable to me. I feel like you're not authentic. When are you? Putting you on my team, like, help me as a person. And I feel like we ask things that we really don't want the answer to, or we want a specific answer. People who don't care how they show up to stuff, I don't want to be around you because you're someone that I don't even aspire to be like. Some of us are a little too nonchalant. We're a little too like, I don't care about what they think. You guys need to realize that people will prey on your downfalls. Trying to break like your original way of thinking. Too much of something is bad. Too little of something is bad. There has to be a balance. There are so many people walking in this world that don't even like themselves. You come in here late and you're not valuable. You become replaceable. This is what I'm talking about. Hey guys, it's your host Kaya, and welcome back to another episode of Keynotes with Kaya. Today I decided that we're going to do like a mini episode because I know I have been away from my videos, and hear me out. First of all, I have still been uploading, on my channel, so make sure that you guys check out some of those videos. They're not Keynotes videos, but they are like vlogs and other kind of content that you can watch while you wait for me to come out with another podcast episode. And then I have recorded, actually. There's a couple that I've recorded. I recorded a girls talk. I recorded videos from months ago. I feel like one more, if I can remember, maybe I'll put it up on the screen. Like, I don't really recall, but when I go through like my SD cards, I'll look. But I just didn't like the quality of them, guys. Like, I didn't like the way that it came out. I didn't like some of them, maybe like the topics or whatever, and I felt like it was just kind of surface, and I was like, I want to make sure that if I'm gonna give you guys something, it has some more substance, in my opinion. So if you guys really want to see it, I don't mind dropping the girl talk one. I don't recall the others were like from February. Like, I'm probably not gonna show those. I just think I want to do a little bit better. I think I did one talking about like standards, and I'm just like, I just don't want to post it. Like, I just don't want to, but I don't mind redoing them and maybe giving it some more substance. It just needed something else, and I never want these videos to be kind of lackluster or to be like, I'd rather have done chores than listen to this. Okay, so I hope you guys don't mind to hear it either. Like, this is what we're dealing with. It's time for this to come out. So we're looking very hip-hop. I'm also excited to announce that soon I will be going on podcasts on platforms like Apple podcasts. I hope to go on Spotify. Like, I'm trying, guys. It's a little bit of a working process. You gotta figure out some stuff. So I definitely want to. I don't know what episode I want to upload first on there because like originally this was called something else and everything. So I don't know. I'm still trying to like figure that part out, but that is soon to be coming. I'm not just going to keep saying it's coming. It will be coming. Okay. So I hope you guys are excited for today's episode. It's not going to be a long one because I decided that my longer video, I want to talk about a different topic. Today, this just came to my mind while I was getting ready today. And so I'm just going to give it to you. The topic that kind of came to my mind was, should you care about what others think? And I know originally probably people are like, no, we shouldn't care about what others think. We shouldn't care about what others have to say about us. We shouldn't care about how they think about us or anything. But when you really think about it, I feel like to an extent we kind of should care. And I say that because I think that there's a difference between, I know that some women will befriend other girls because they're pretty or because they have attributes that they aspire to have or attributes that they're jealous of, right? Or that they just like in general. For example, I have friends, for me, I choose friends that have talents and have knowledge or just people who are different from me. I like to have different kinds of friends. I don't like having the same sort of group of friends. So I have friends who are talented in one thing. Let's say like someone is really like musically inclined and they can play like a lot of instruments. To me, I draw towards that because I'm like, that's something that I'm not good at. And I would like to talk to that person so we can talk about music and I can like understand that. I have friends who can cook, like, and I'm like, I'm not that good at cooking, but like, I like that you're able to cook and like maybe you can teach me something. Like, I like friends I can learn from. And it always has to be like something deeper for me in order for me to want to talk to people. It can't just be a look thing. But when you think about like, should you care about what people think about you as far as like physique goes and looks, I think we shouldn't care fully to where it's like, person said I was this, now I must change this thing about me. I think it truly depends on what you think about yourself. How do you feel about yourself, right? If I know that I'm confident in who I am and I like who I am right now, someone can say like, oh, Kaya, you're not talented and you're unattractive and you're this and you're that, and it doesn't get to me. I have had people actually tell me that kind of stuff. You'll never achieve this, you'll never do this, you'll never have this. And I'm like, I laugh at them because it's laughable to me because I know it's not true. And I already know that there's someone who also, you guys need to realize that people will prey on your downfalls. They really will. They really will. And you need to sort out the noise, okay? The distractions in life and the noise, and find those who is like, these are sound people that I'm actually okay with listening to, and they actually do mean something. For example, if my dad is telling me, hey, like, I'm pointing this out because this can be kind of a red flag, or maybe this is something that you might need to work on. For example, my control issues is already something I know that I need to work on. If someone says like, you're kind of controlling and that's not a good thing, I'm not going to be like, I don't care about what you think. Like, no, I do care because I agree and I do need to work on it, right? Like, and I'm happy that you see it and you're pointing it out. And now that I know that like someone else is seeing it and it's really noticeable for other people, now I know that it's like, oh, I need to work a little bit harder on changing this. I need to work a little bit harder on breaking this bad habit. It's deeper than that for me. So it's really hard. It's not a thing where it's like, you know, when you brush your teeth and it's like, just run the water while you're brushing your teeth so the toothpaste doesn't get stuck on the sink. Like, that's a habit. That to me is just like, just change, you know, constant, just doing something over and over again, and like that you can break that, versus like being a control freak takes a little bit more brain power and a little bit more like trying to break like your original way of thinking. It's a lot. I do try, but I know it's something in me that I already noticed and that I already know that I want to change. And so when I think about, should we care about what other people think, well, I would care about what like my significant other thinks of me. You know, I don't want him to be like, you know, yeah, I just can't stand that girl. Like, I don't like her. I don't, you know, think she's attractive. I think she can't dress. You know, I think she wears too little or too much makeup. Like, whatever. I don't like the fragrances that she wears. Like, I would care about what my man thinks, and I feel like he should care about what I think about him too, right? I mean, shouldn't we be attracted to each other? And if it's something where it's like, you don't like this about me either, why are you with me? That's another thing. It's like, I do care, because if I don't care, that can be unattractive. People who don't care how they show up to stuff, I don't care if I show up smelling bad. I don't care if I show up late. I don't care if I show up like just not putting my best foot forward with stuff. To me, that is like, I don't want to be around you, because you're someone that I don't even aspire to be like. You're someone I'm trying to get away from, actually. Like, I don't want to be like that kind of person. Like, where are we going in life? Where are we going? And so I feel like we do need to care. You need to care about what your employer thinks of you. I just recently left my job because I'm about to go to school, and it's not a place where I can like transfer. You know, it's like a smaller business and everything. So I had to leave it. And it was really bittersweet, because I really loved the company and I really loved everything. And like, my manager had really kind words to say to me, super encouraging. Was like, you're like one of my hardest workers and everything. And he's like, and you know, you guys know I would have videos out of me doing like overtime on Saturdays and everything. And it's obviously a choice. It wasn't a thing where he's like, you have to come in. It was just a choice. But I would come in, spend 4 or 5 hours on Saturdays when I could, just putting in extra work. And he was like, and I see that and I acknowledge that and I appreciate that, and you don't understand like how putting you on my team like helped me as a person. Like, I know that I'm happy that we're able to help you and everything, but like, it really helped me, and I feel like you helped me become a better manager, and etc. And he had just really kind words, and I was like, you really make an impact. Like, I didn't realize he's someone who kind of stays to himself, so I didn't realize that I was making that much of an impact. But you see it. That's what I'm saying. Some people are very observant and they stay quiet. They don't say anything to you, and you won't know until now the end of the road has come, and it's like, yo, I've seen you since day one. You know, I've been working it for about almost a year and a half, and it's like, but I've noticed the work that you put in. And so it's like, should I care about what he thinks? Yes. Like, that's my manager. I should care about what my boss thinks of me. Yes. Why is that a problem? You should, right? I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. If my boss thinks that you're lazy and you come in here late and you're not valuable, you become replaceable. You become easily replaceable, first of all, and you don't have any respect. And I've always valued having respect. I've always respected the people I work with. I see us as equals. I don't see people as above or below me, even though I know that's what our status is, whether you're my manager, my boss, whatever. But I still would treat you how I treat the next stranger. Like, it would make a difference to me personally, but that's because I strive to be a boss of something one day too. And I plan on treating everyone like they're an important figure, because you are to me. And so everyone is a part of it. It's a system. We're a team. So there has to be balance. I shouldn't be mistreating the lower level intern because you're just the intern. No, I want you to become a staple here. I want you to become permanent here. I don't want you to just be the intern. I want to see, you work hard. I give you something. You're giving back. You're giving into this company and you're feeding into it. Oh, I want them to stay, I feel like people need to care more about what others think. I think some of us are a little too nonchalant. We're a little too like, I don't care about what they think. I don't care. And it shows. And one is unattractive. Let's just start off with that. If you're looking at stuff as far as like I'm looking for a partner kind of thing in life, it's unattractive. I don't know what kind of like a woman who's about her stuff and about her career and about like, I'm trying to get to the next level and I need someone that's going to grow with me. She is not going to want some man that's on some, I don't care. You need to care. Care about how you look. Care about feeling good. Like, care about trying to keep up with your health. Like, you need to care, right? Because, how many of y'all want a woman that don't care? She don't take care of herself. Like, do you really want that? So I know we say, like, we shouldn't care about what others think, but it's like, to a degree, like, yes, we should. Yes, you really should care about what others think, especially if you're someone where that's what drives you to do stuff. For like, if you're someone where you care more about what other people think about you. Like, I remember knowing someone where they were more so people pleasing. And so let me distinguish that. I'm not saying please people and become a people pleaser. There's a difference. There's a healthy way to do things. There's balance, guys. There's balance in everything we do. We have to do things in moderation, right? Too much of something is bad. Too little of something is bad. There has to be a balance. So being a people pleaser is not good. No. But also not giving a F about what the next person has to say is also bad. You need to care. And there needs to be select people that you care. I care about what certain people say. My friends that I put on a higher totem, I care about what they have to say because I value them highly. So yes, if they're saying something, I value that. I internalize that. And then I'm like, let me reflect and let's work on this. People who, to me, are on the bottom scale, or maybe a stranger or someone I just don't know or something, take it with a grain of salt. I might ask for insight and to see why they think that. For example, I know people think that like, oh, you're really mean. Only because I know that I'm not. And I have people who tell me like, you're not, you're real, you're honest. And a lot of people can't handle the truth. It's uncomfortable and we don't want to hear it. And so I understand that. Even sometimes the truth is uncomfortable to me too. Just because I dish it don't mean that it's not uncomfortable to me. I just am someone who can take it and be like, that was uncomfortable, but oh well, I needed to hear that, So, and it's fine. So to me, I'm like, that's not mean. What do you count as mean? I mean, if you asked me if I liked your hair and I told you no, is that mean? When you asked me if I liked your hair, like, this is what I'm talking about. When we don't care, or when we care too much, right? The people pleasing, I feel like you're not authentic. When are you? Oh my gosh, yes, I like her. I like her so much. Next person, yeah, I don't like her either. Yeah, I know. Like, she was my least favorite person there. Like, so... And you know what's the best part about that? Is when the two parties, like the two other parties, get together and they're like, oh yeah, you heard what she said about... Yeah, she said I was her favorite person. She's like, really? She told me that was her least favorite person. And now y'all both like, oh, yeah. She lying. Like, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You're a liar. Is that not lying? like, and it really could be you really do like that girl, but to fit in with everybody else and to please the other people, or you're gonna say, someone asks, is this too much work? And you're like, no, it's not too much work, just to please other people. And I get it. Like in a workplace, it's really hard. It's really hard because you don't want to get demoted. You don't want to get fired. You don't want to, so it's like you want to please, them. You want people to say good things. I wasn't working harder or putting in extra time because I wanted my manager to really see me and congratulate me and get a pat on the back from him. No, I did that because I'm someone that puts 110% into everything that I do. Even when it comes to and I'm going to get into this in a deeper episode because this is a really deep topic for me, dance. Just because I've danced for 20 years. And it's been a lot of highs and lows. And like I said, that's a really deep topic for me. And I know, and I hesitate on talking about dance only because I'm like, who's really going to understand where I'm coming from? If dance is something where it's like, that's your love, that's your day one, what I have to think about as far as my experience goes and some of the psychological stuff in my mind, it might be looked at as like, but I feel like that's the reason why I need to talk about it. I feel like I should talk about the unconventional topics. I feel like I should talk about it because it's uncomfortable, and it's a little bit more so on the quiet side. I feel like it just needs to be discussed, but I don't know, guys. We'll see. Are you enjoying the videos here? Are you looking for a new YouTube family or bestie? You come to the right place. I'm Kaya, and on this channel, you can find something new, something old, lots of laughs, vlogs, fashion, podcast episodes, travel, and so much more. The possibilities are endless. The fun here is free. So subscribe so you're not missing out. I would like to thank Keynotes with Kaya for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to the good stuff. I did that because that's how I am. I put 110% to everything I do. But when I was I dance or something and a teacher would be like, oh, guys, how do you feel about the dance? Do you like this dance? And everyone in the room would be like, yes. Some of those people probably was thinking no. Some of them probably didn't even like the dance. But you know what they would say? Yeah, I like it. And you know what I'd be like? No. They'd be like, who said no? Me. And it wasn't even I'm trying to be a pick-me or I'm trying to be different than everyone else or whatever. It's I don't though. You asked and I don't. And then they used to be like, oh my gosh, Kai, you don't like anything. I'm like, no, I do. I just don't like this genre and I don't like the dance because I don't like this genre. You asked me, did you not? And I feel like we ask things that we really don't want the answer to or we want a specific answer. And because you had that one, I know people probably thought it was really problematic and it's but when I come in here, I'm going to work hard. It doesn't matter whether I like it or not. That's always been me. I feel like when it comes to people who just want to please everyone and want to just kiss someone's butt, and it's I've never valued that in a person because I'm the complete opposite. I'm not going to kiss your butt just to bring me up another couple scales because, how much are we going to do that until we really get tired? And how, true are you being to yourself doing that as well? I'd rather you be true to yourself and you get there another way, or maybe this isn't the place for you. You have to understand that maybe this isn't the end all be all. Maybe this is not where we need to be at this time, Maybe it's time for you to do better things and get uncomfortable, right? So I've never valued that in someone. And so I tend to shy away from people like that, but also the people that I do know who have been people pleaser, I know I've helped them come out of that, which I think is probably a trait that they valued in me as a friend, is me being tell them that you didn't like that. No, tell them that you don't actually like that and be honest. You don't have to be rude. There's a difference between communicating and being rude about something and just being I didn't appreciate that. No, I really don't like that actually. And we can have a constructive conversation, but people have to get past the part of someone doesn't like something. People hear that and it's automatically defense. Oh my gosh, you don't like da-da-da-da-da. And it's whoa, I'm not even coming at you hostile. Calm down. I said I don't like something. Let's have an actual conversation about it. Let's be adults. When we were kids and everything, I will kind of give it a pass to a certain extent. And to me, having an adult conversation should happen, I feel around 15, 16. We need to start making that shift. It could happen a little earlier if you'd like, but around that time it needs to happen. It's not just the 18-year-old thing, in my opinion, because you start having, people getting behind the wheels, driving. We should be having adult conversations, right? So I feel people need to stop being so defensive and so hostile and actually hear for what I just said. I said I don't like something, but let's talk about it. I said that I didn't like how you did this, but let's set a boundary about this. So there's no need for you to get defensive. And I had to deal with that in my life because I've dealt with a lot of different kinds of people, like most people, or difficult personalities. And I feel my personality is when something's confusing or I don't understand or I don't get it, I'm very quick to say, I don't get that in my face mimics. My face, you see it on my face before my mouth even says anything. And so I feel like people can get very snappy, and I'm like, I'm not even trying to bring out that I'm not even trying to bring that out of you. I have to be real about this, and let's really deep dive into this, and let's be constructive. I think that I've helped a lot of my friends who were more so people pleaser become not so people pleaser, and they really appreciate that about me, and I'm very happy that I was able to do that for them, because they've helped me where I struggled with empathy and understanding people's emotions and everything. So I feel like I kind of shut down a lot of those emotions, and I had a hard time opening up that back up. But I've had friends who told me, you're not empathetic at all, and I don't know how to handle this. And I'm like, whoa, well, you're someone I value. That's something I want to change. Let me work on my empathy. And you put in work. We don't want to work anymore. People don't want to put in the work. People don't want to hear that they need to change this or make this adjustment, or I don't like this and I don't appreciate this. Either stop being friends with them then, because if you don't want to change it and that's a deal breaker for them, they don't want a friend that's like this, friendship over. But if it's someone that you value, work on it, especially if it's a trait where you think come on, you should work on that. Let's be realistic, but people don't like to hear that. People don't like to hear about themselves. And until we get past that, and we get past I actually do care about what you have to say about me, I don't think we're not gonna grow as far as I know we can as a society. But to wrap it up, because I said this is a mini episode, so let me actually abide by what I said. Should you care about what people think? Yes, to an extent. You doesn't mean you need to act on what everyone says. But if someone that you see is giving you actually some valuable information and saying, well, maybe you shouldn't do it like this, or maybe there's something that you should work on, and that's another thing too on the internet, because we're dealing with a whole different breed when we mention the internet. On the internet, we deal with something else. On the internet, obviously there's more hate than you'll probably ever receive in your life if you weren't on the internet, okay? And depending on who you are, should you care about what those people think? No. Why are we caring about? Half of these people are probably bots in the first place. Stop following people that you don't like. That can be my K-Buzz. I know I haven't done that in a while. That is the K-Buzz. It's okay not to like people. I don't think we have to like everyone in this world. I don't think everyone in the world is gonna like you. It's okay to not like someone. Doesn't mean I have any beef with them. Doesn't mean I have any animosity. Doesn't mean if I see them that I'm not going to, I probably won't speak. But if I'm spoken to, I will speak back. It's just I don't really like you for X reasons. And there's plenty of people who don't like me. And I'm like, that's fine. Don't like me. Don't come in my space. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. It's fine. That's just what happens in the world. It's okay. I'm not going to follow the person I don't like. You're over here not liking them and you're making them more money because you're pushing the algorithm. If you don't like them, stop following them. Stop pushing their content. I never understood that. I was like, I'm not going to do that. Help me understand that. Regardless, that's my K-Buzz. Please. If you're okay with following them and you don't like them, maybe you do like them a little bit more. Maybe you care a little bit more than you think. So, and it's fine. But just be real with yourself. Just be real about it. Should you care about what people think? We do need to care. Even when I come on here on YouTube and I present stuff to you guys, I don't want you guys to think of me as a certain way. I can't control it, but I don't want to come across as a certain way. So I hope you don't. And I do care to a certain extent, but it's not to the point where I'm like, well, I'm just going to be fake and inauthentic. It'll never be that. So I feel as long as you're being true to yourself and you are caring to a degree where it's healthy, and most important, what you think of yourself matters the most. There are so many people walking in this world that don't even like themselves. Understand that too. There are people who are going to tell you certain stuff and they don't even like them. And those are the people I probably wouldn't listen to either, because I'm like, you don't even like yourself. So how are you going to tell me what I need to change and what to care about me when you don't even care about you? Let's really be real, really, you have to vet some of these people and vet some of this information. I know you guys are sharp, I know you guys have a keen mind. So I'm sure that you'll be able to do this on your own. I don't think you're going to need my assistance or anything. But if it's something you never thought about, and if this was an eye-opener for you, I'm happy that it was. And, just see what resonates with you and how you can maybe use this to your advantage, this information, guys. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini episode, and stay tuned for more because I'm going to be recording more. Okay, Keynotes is coming back. I have not forgotten about y'all. I love y'all. so much. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button too. Okay, road to 200. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. I feel like this camera be mad close to my face. I'm gonna start sitting back here, I think, for my podcast, because I just want, like, I don't need all the details of my face. My gosh.